here are the new dual chamber temporary pacemakers. You got your new handle here. This is the A port here, the V port here. Those are color coded. A is blue, white V, obviously. I typically say for people who are troubleshooting or your patient is not pacing, you're not sure how to use this, just go ahead and press DOO, the emergency button here at the top. Even if it's off, it will come on. It takes about 7 seconds to come up. This asynchronously paces both of these ports at max outputs. So if you press this and it's still not capturing, then this is kind of useless because this is doing everything that it can.
At the highest level.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this is it. If you press this button, you're just emitting pacing pulses as high as it can go at a rate of 80.
So let's back up here. So this
Sure.
is on a guy that has leads coming out of his chest, right? That you're hooking him up to?
Yeah, probably.
We're not
Yeah,
talking
depending.
about like an outside external pacemaker, right? I mean, he's got those leads that are this is attached to, or like the ones we see coming out from like surgery and stuff, like heart transplant and all that.
Yes.
Correct.
Is that what you're talking about?
I think so. If I'm
Yeah,
on the
this
same
is
page.
temporary.
It's a
Temporary
for
pacer.
temporary wires.
All right, so the wires are internal, right?
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So the mode.
Making sure.
So the mode displays here in this top screen at the bottom left. It's just saying that we're DOO here. Probably the most important change is this battery here. So this device takes 2 AA batteries, which is different. The old ones took 9-volt batteries.
Oh, yeah.
This will pace for 30 seconds even without batteries in it. So if you have to change them quickly in an emergency situation, you can do that. They last for 7 days of continuous pacing if they're new. 2 new AA batteries will pace for 7 days continuous.
Longer than ours.
Yeah, so a little bit better longevity. When this starts to blink, that means you have 24 hours or less. So if you see blinking, you probably just want to change the batteries out
Oh, okay.
before you use it.
No worries.
Okay. The lock button is here, so if it's locked, you'll want to unlock it. I'd recommend locking it after you make a change. The dials here, so if I'm unlocked, you can simply change the rate here at the top left. I'm sorry, the top right, which changes the rate. Same thing with the milliamps here. Right now I'm in the asynchronous mode, so this is the enter button. This is kind of the screen that appears depending on what mode you're in. So DDD, it gives us a lot of options for sensitivity, the AV intervals, some timing things. Those are all good right there, probably for 99% of your cases, just the nominal settings. You can navigate down by just pressing this bottom arrow down to mode selection. And that's how you would change your mode.
But we probably wouldn't do that. The doc would.
So, or back there would set up.
Right.
VVI is a common mode. So if you select VVI, you can change your sensitivity, but I'm just 80 beats per minute with a 17 milliamp output.
Right.
Last thing really is if you want to check an underlying rhythm, you could dial the rate down to, let's say, 30 and see if they have anything come through. You can also press and hold this button. This is inhibiting pacing right now. If you wanted to check if they had anything underneath. When you release, it automatically starts to pace again.
Cool.
So, again, I think if you're not using them a lot or you're not super familiar, if you just press the DOO button, if you're in a sticky situation, or if you just want to start out that way to make sure you're
Got
okay.
stuff going.
Exactly. I would just start with the DOO, and then you can dial down the voltage or the milliamps as you see fit. Make sure you're still capturing up on telly. But
Got it.
yeah,
Okay.
So I'm assuming they'd be on some medication for like pain medication. If they're being.
No, because this goes right into their heart, just
so
like
No.
a
it just
pacemaker.
paces.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
they
it's
don't
just a
even really feel it.
temporary
Okay,
wire up the
gotcha.
groin, typically that they just.
Okay.
A lot of stuff. If you guys see something, it'll probably just be a single wire that goes up into the heart. So you just plug it in the
We
V
don't.
here.
We don't
And
usually
how do
see
they
these.
discontinue them? How do you do that?
Well,
Let's say they're done using that. How do you get?
Oh,
un-
you can just, to turn it off, you just press up here in the top right, and it'll say, are you sure you want to turn off? This will stop pacing, and you just press the enter key.
yeah, and they would already be unhooked. We
Yeah.
wouldn't disconnect them. The doc would.
You guys want to see?
Yeah.